Hello everyone, you are welcome to how to find the sum of these two cube roots. Cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3 plus cube root of 10 minus 6 times root 3. So let's start. First we suppose that let x is equal to cube root of this expression 10 plus 6 times root 3, and we suppose that y is equal to cube root of this second expression 10 minus 6 times root 3. If we take a cube of both sides of this equation, this implies that x cubed is equal to 10 plus 6 times root 3. And if we take a cube of both sides of this equation, this implies that y cubed is equal to 10 minus 6 times root 3. Now we add these two equations, this will become x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 10 plus 6 times root 3 plus 10 minus 6 times root 3. So this negative 6 times root 3 will be cancelled out with this positive 6 times root 3, and this will become x cubed plus y cubed is equal to this 10 plus this 10 will become 20. Let's call this equation number 1. Now we multiply this equation and this equation, so this will become x times y is equal to cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3 times cube root of 10 minus 6 times root 3. Further simplified, this will become x times y is equal to, we can write these two expressions under one cube root. So this will become cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3 times 10 minus 6 times root 3. By using this algebraic identity, a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. This will become x times y is equal to cube root of 10 squared minus 6 times root 3 whole squared. Next, x times y is equal to cube root of 10 squared is 100 minus 6 squared is 36, and 36 times 3 will become 108, and xy is equal to cube root of 100 minus 108 will become negative 8. Next, x times y is equal to cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. Let's call this equation number 2, and we recall equation number 1. Equation 1 is x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 20. Equation 1 is x cubed plus y cubed is equal to 20. By using this algebraic identity, if we have a cubed plus b cubed, this can be factored as a plus b times a squared minus ab plus b squared. This x cubed plus y cubed will become x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared is equal to 20. X plus y times, we combine these two terms, x squared and y squared. This will become x squared plus y squared minus xy is equal to 20. Now by using this algebraic identity, a squared plus b squared is equal to a plus b whole squared minus 2ab. This x squared plus y squared will become x plus y times, this x squared plus y squared can be written as x plus y whole squared minus 2xy minus this xy is equal to 20. Further simplify, this will become x plus y times x plus y whole squared minus 2xy minus xy will become 3 times xy is equal to 20. Now we replace this x times y. This value of xy negative 2 from equation 2. Since x times y is equal to negative 2, this will become x plus y times x plus y whole squared minus 3 times negative 2 is equal to 20. Further simplify, this will become x plus y times x plus y whole squared, negative 3 times negative 2 will become plus 6 is equal to 20. Now we suppose that x plus y is equal to t. So this equation will become t times t squared plus 6 is equal to 20. Distribute this t, this will become t times t squared t cubed, and t times 6 plus 6t is equal to 20. Move this 20 to the left hand side, this will become t cubed plus 6 times t minus 20 is equal to 0. Now this is a cubic equation, and if we divide this constant 20 by the leading coefficient 1, if we divide 20 by 1 we get 20, and factors of 20 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5, plus minus 10 and plus minus 20. If we check plus minus 1, this is not a solution, and if we check positive 2, this is a solution. If we check t is equal to 2 in this equation, this will become 2 cubed is 8 plus 6 times 2 is 12 minus 20 is equal to 0, and this 8 plus 12, 20 minus 20 is 0, which means that t is equal to 2 is a solution of this cubic equation, which means that t minus 2 is a factor of this cubic equation. So we can rewrite this equation as t cubed. We subtract 2t squared and we add 2t squared, and we rewrite this 6 times t as negative 4 times t plus 10 times t minus this 20 is equal to 0. Now from these two terms we can factor out t squared, in bracket left t minus 2, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 2 times t, in bracket left t minus 2, and from these two terms we can factor out plus 10, in bracket left t minus 2 is equal to 0. And this t minus 2 is a common factor, so we factor out this t minus 2, and in bracket left t squared plus 2 times t plus 10 equal to 0. From here either this expression t minus 2 is equal to 0, or this expression t squared plus 2 times t plus 10 is equal to 0. From this equation we get the value of t is equal to 2, and from this quadratic equation we see that the discriminant of this equation, the discriminant delta, is equal to b squared minus 4ac. We see that the discriminant is less than 0 or greater than 0. In this equation we have b as 2, so this will become 2 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is 10, and this will become 2 squared is 4 minus 4 times 1 times 10, 40, and 4 minus 40 is equal to negative 36. So the discriminant, that is also called delta, is less than 0, which means that no real solutions can be found from this equation. And because a real number plus a real number is always equal to a real number, means that the sum of two real numbers cannot be a complex number, so we reject this one and accept only this value of t 2. Now recall that we have supposed that x plus y is equal to t, and x is our first expression, cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3, and y is our second expression, cube root of 10 minus 6 times root 3. We have supposed that x plus y is equal to t, and we have supposed that x is equal to cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3, and we have supposed that y is equal to cube root of 10 minus 6 times root 3. And because x plus y is equal to t and t is equal to 2, so this will become x plus y is equal to 2. So sum of this expression and this expression, cube root of 10 plus 6 times root 3 plus cube root of 10 minus 6 times root 3 is equal to 2. This is the final answer of this problem.